Welcome to Unbuzzed at Bedtime with Wendy and Michelle. Day
143.
whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
So we had talked that our last podcast was a little heavy and long. And then we realized people don't even know who we are or how we met or why we're here kind of thing. So we thought a little introduction would be appropriate.
Slightly.
Yeah. And you thought we were going to do that tonight.
Oh, God.
I know how much you love surprises. But I'd changed my mind on our drive home tonight.
Okay.
And we're going to switch it up. Little surprise. And you almost ruined the surprise, as you always do. Because you're trying to talk about it when we were eating dinner right before we came out here. But I just think, like, last year, the entire Halloween season, you were overwhelmed with work, active in addiction, and just not really overly present.
Not at all.
So you didn't get to experience dark nights at Hershey Park.
I did not.
Well, we went there tonight.
We did.
We did. And so I just thought it'd be a good topic, right? A good topic for tonight. And then, of course, you're bringing it up at dinner. And I was like, oh, here we go. We're going to have to, like, revisit this later, but it's a surprise. So I guess I think it's important for you to share some of the stuff you were talking about at dinner, but then I also had some other questions, just to, like, understand your experience better this year, getting to participate, which also then allowed us to have all of our kids participate.
Yes.
Because they didn't have an excuse to stay home because you weren't staying home. So
Yeah.
it was also one of our kids' first time participating in that at Hershey Park. So go for it.
Mom, can I have the net that helps me fall asleep?
Hold, please.
Probably related to the Hershey Park Dark Nights.
Okay. So, last year this time, I was really overwhelmed with work. And was overworking and really overworking as a means of escape, because that's what I like to do. And just kind of really in throes of addiction is a bad cycle. It was just bad. I was overwhelmed, way overwhelmed. So participating in any family event, I avoided. I avoided going to Hershey Park. It was a great excuse for me being overwhelmed at work that I would also work all weekend. So I would stay home. You would take the kids to go do stuff because I needed to try to get somewhat caught up in work, and I still never really got caught up. I was like months and months and months behind. That really... That part wasn't my fault, like getting the months and months behind. That was just kind of natural consequences of the circumstances at work. But I don't want to say height of addiction, because I don't think that was the height, but it was starting to spiral at that point. And it didn't help. It really didn't help. I spent so much time trying to get caught up And it was like my tires were just spinning. I was working and not getting anywhere. Just a defeating place to be. And because of that, I knew I was miserable. It was miserable to be around. So I didn't want to be around the kids. And easily overstimulated, easily irritable. So I knew I wasn't any fun to be around, and I knew I was even more miserable to be around when I was around the kids that were overstimulating. It was a bad cycle. So, also, this time of year, for me, starts, I call it the holiday doldrums. Like, I just have much more anxiety, anticipating certain events. I don't necessarily enjoy the holidays, so that piece also played into it last year. Also, it's probably playing into things this year, but I don't know how that's going to unfold yet.
Stay tuned.
But this year, and at this point in time, right, like I'm caught up at work, and have been able to stay caught up at work. So I've made really strong boundaries with work that my off time is my me time and my family time. I'm not going to do work on the weekends unless like absolutely necessary. And even then I really limit it. So that is allowing me to participate more. So going to dark nights at Hershey Park for the first time tonight with all of our kids. One that hadn't been to dark nights before. It's a sensory overwhelming experience, especially when there's no numbing agents on board. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching the scare actors. They're really good. And they don't go overboard with the younger kids when they're trying to scare the younger kids. So our kids get enjoyment out of it too. Some more than others. But I really liked that. Going through the haunted house was a different story. So you and I went through the haunted house. Our kids sat on the bench eating their candy, waiting for us to come out. It took us 5 minutes to go through. So
no lines tonight.
Whatever. That was a lot. I don't know that I was really prepared for that. I've been through haunted houses before. Like, whatever. But Hershey Park does it up.
Yeah.
They take their haunted houses very seriously. I did not know that before going tonight. I mean, I guess I knew a little bit because we did a walkthrough of one with the lights on, but that's different. There was a part of that haunted house in particular that was pitch black, completely pitch black. And not just for a second. It felt like 5 minutes. I'm sure it was, what do you think, 30, 45 seconds?
It felt longer for me because I had to lead us.
You had to take one for the team. I'm sorry. I was not going first. I needed some warning.
And like, what's better in a haunted house? Being in the front or being in the back? There was nobody else in that haunted house with us.
I really wasn't worried about anything that was behind me.
Well, you should be.
I know they can't touch me.
Fair.
They can't touch me, so I'm just not looking behind me, okay? I'm waiting for you to react, and then I know to brace myself, okay? Pitch black, though. And I thought in that moment, right? how do people go through these haunted houses that are not, I mean, there's obstacles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how are they going through them under the influence of anything safely and appropriately, and making sure that the actors are safe? Like, how
Right.
often do altercations happen because they're under the influence, and then they get scared and caught off guard? Not that they meant to do anything, but I made the comment while we were there that there was a lot more alcohol
Yeah.
being advertised during the evening time.
Well, I just feel like we saw a lot more people walking around with alcohol
Yeah.
tonight than we have over the summer, I guess.
For sure. I mean, I definitely saw beers and things, but they have like the mixed drinks out. You know, they're
Like tasting menu or whatever it is.
holiday mixed drinks, which look cool, whatever. But I definitely saw more of the beer gardens and the beer
Opportunities.
the bars. Like, there were definitely more, and it was noticeable. Again, I noticed those things now. If it were last year, I don't know that it would have even phased me. I wouldn't have even
Probably
noticed.
not.
But how do they do it? I don't, especially that pitch black, like having to feel your way through a portion of the haunted house. If it were crowded at all, if anybody got scared and pushed somebody over on accident, like, how do you get out of that scenario safely? I don't know.
It's interesting to hear that you feel like you were overstimulated without substances on board, because from my perspective, I didn't get that from you tonight at all. Our kids are a bit hyperactive at times. Anytime after 1 p.m. we start to go downhill.
Yeah.
So when we start something at 6 p.m.,
You know you're in
you
for
can
it.
imagine what that's going to look like. But you're just less bothered.
Yeah.
You know, we have one that really takes any opportunity to dance. So he's really unable to walk without dancing. And that's a lot when there's a lot of people around. But it didn't seem to annoy you, or like you didn't even seem to notice. And then me and one of the 8-year-olds sat out while you guys went on the roller coaster, and he realized there was 2 sides to this fortune teller thing that is pretty noticeable on the side. It's within the scare zone, so there's scare actors kind of wandering around, and you can go up to it, and there's like a little
Porthole.
window, plastic. And you're kind of looking through that as you're spinning the fortune teller. And he realized you could go around to the other side and kind of be down low enough and pop his little head up like a prairie dog when someone spun the thing. And then he got some reactions out of a few people. The original plan was just to scare you guys with it when you came back off the roller coaster, which he managed that. So then 2 others jumped on board. And so we've got 3 of them hiding in this
Tiny.
contraption thing, waiting for unexpected teenage boys,
Family.
grown women.
Men.
And once they hear it spinning, that's when you pop up.
Yeah.
Priceless. Absolutely priceless. Those are the kind of things I really, really enjoy about our experiences with the kids. But 144 days ago, you would not have been a fan of just like sitting there and sort of waiting out this like pretty entertaining but hyper event that our kids were doing. And it was worth the 25 minutes that we sat there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And like, I can say that because I've experienced all the stuff sober with our kids, but I'm just curious, like, do you notice a big difference in those moments where you're like truly actually in the moment? Is there an actual difference?
Yes. I don't know that I can say I recognize it in the moment, but reflecting, I know I'm not as irritable.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can tolerate a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's much more fair to our children.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not constantly after them.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess my anxiety around our kids in public is like them behaving.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
following directions and not being obnoxious and feral.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe my standards were higher. I don't know. I don't know. I definitely feel like I can tolerate a lot more. I say that I felt overstimulated. There's just a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Did I feel like I needed to take any of my anxiety medication that's non-addictive? No. So I feel like that's a win.
Mm-hmm.
Because 144 days ago, I don't think I would have made it through dark nights at Hershey Park.
I don't think you would have come with us.
No, I wouldn't have agreed to it.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't have been interested.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Obviously the sober piece, but just having a second parent there, we can divide and conquer for the kids who want to go on this roller coaster versus who want to sit and scare people. Bathroom breaks,
Yeah.
like whatever it is, it's just obviously easier to have two of us. But then also, I take a lot of pictures. I don't necessarily. I post on social media, but I like to have a lot of pictures. We print them, we put them in little photo albums, we leave them around the house, and the kids are obsessed. But now, all those pictures include you, which I think is important for the kids. We've done a good job sheltering them, which is a topic for another day, but now you're always there. And yeah.
Not always crabby.
Yeah. And just overstimulated. I wouldn't, like, it wasn't like you were like a lunatic or
No.
a bitch or, there weren't people like turning heads looking at you in public going, oh my goodness, look at how she talks to her children. I would recognize that you were stressed just in your like demeanor. I don't know if we asked the kids like, hey, have you noticed a difference in mom now and 150 days ago? Like, I don't know that they would actually be able to say,
No, I don't think so.
she's less crabby. I know you're less crabby.
They would probably say I'm around more.
Absolutely. And so then our kids like to bring up memories a lot, maybe more than I would want them to, because it's a lot of talking.
It is a lot of talking.
But now you'll be a part of those memories. So they'll be like, remember mom when whatever. So I just appreciated tonight. And we're going to go again. Hopefully all the kids will be willing to go.
We might lose one.
We'll see
I
what
don't know.
tonight brings.
There might be nightmares.
Yeah. We're going to have a knock on our door tonight.
Yeah. I'm sure at some point. I also mentioned, so I feel like a lot of people share difficulty in early sobriety, early recovery with boredom.
Yeah.
Because using substances, drinking alcohol, they provide a dopamine boost. Then you take that all away and you go way below your baseline dopamine level and you either don't feel anything, you feel like you want to die, or why am I so bored? Well, because the things you used to do to entertain yourself gave you such a huge boost in dopamine that nothing is going to compare to that. So I was saying over dinner, maybe haunted houses can be the thing that like provides me the adrenaline rush, because it definitely does. Just to provide some entertainment in sobriety. I don't know that I've really like struggled with boredom necessarily, but that's because we have a busy life and I have a busy work life, and
yeah, fair. That said, the busy piece, we have signed up for a 5K tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Run.
Okay.
I'm going to do the running portion with 3 of the kids. And you are going to do the walking portion with 2 of them. And our teenager said, yeah, I'm good. PE's bad enough. And we're like, yeah, we know. We check your grades.
She's doing fine in PE.
Kidding. So we probably should close this up for tonight. More about the 5K tomorrow night.
Yeah.
It's for a great cause. It's close to our heart. So I think tomorrow is going to be a heavier day for us.
Yeah.
We're going to have some fun with the 5K and with the kids and, kind of celebrating your journey with them during this 5K. But I think it's going to come with some heaviness, from what I know. So we will probably check in about that tomorrow. I won't throw any surprise conversations your way.
Are you going to promise that?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No.
I would like to insert the disclaimer here that this is an all-inclusive space. So our dog is in here while we record because she will pout at the door.
Oh, yeah.
So you will hear her snoring in the background. Maybe one of these nights we can introduce her too, so you can see what she looks like and not be as mad at her for her snoring in the background. Just wanted to throw that in there.
She likes the bedtime portion of this.
She does she takes it very seriously.
She's like, I heard you guys say bedtime, and that used to mean we went upstairs and went to bed, and now I'm stuck in the corner.
On a different bed.
Exactly, Lottie.
Yeah, they definitely heard that. She's cute.
That's part of our meeting story. We will get to that.
Oh, yeah. Eventually.
We must get to it.
It's a good one. It's a short one.
It is short. Not with you. I know. My bad.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's the social awkwardness. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
You have to do the closing.
Why do I have to do
Because
the
I did
closing?
the opening.
I did both the other night.
Oh, come on. Well, after some feedback
Oh, yeah.
from a listener, I don't even know if he's listened, actually.
A potential listener.
Yeah. He gave us the feedback that we shouldn't necessarily close with, you've made it to another bedtime sober, because you might be listening and you might not be sober. And that's our intention, is that not everybody has made it here yet.
Yeah.
And so if you have made it to bedtime tonight sober, congrats.
That's the wrong word.
Unbuzzed. Shit. Well, one and the same. If you have made it to bedtime unbuzzed, this is why you do the closing.
No, it's going great.
Oh yeah. You love it. ass, then congrats. If you haven't, maybe you connected with something that we've said, and maybe tomorrow is your day one, then that's the point of us doing this. If tomorrow's not your day one, if you're just like thinking about it, maybe you are living with somebody who needs to have a day one, just maybe you can connect with us in some way. That's the point of this. So we're going to congratulate you if you have made it to Bedtime Unbuzzed. And if you haven't, feel free to message us if you have any thing you want to say, or you connected with us in some way. Or if you're just buzzed and listening to us, maybe you're missing out with your kids, or, maybe there's something that will hit home that will push you in the right direction. So we won't make our closings that long, but I just wanted to explain his feedback.
Yeah.
Because I actually thought it was important feedback. So again, with the inclusiveness, this isn't just for people who are unbuzzed.
Great.
Well said.
Well said.
That's not, you're giving me the eyes where you don't agree, but it's fine.
I don't necessarily want to bring AA because into this conversation, because not everyone follows AA or NA or follows a 12-step program, but you only have to be willing to stop drinking. You only have to have the desire to stop drinking or stop using, to be welcome at an AA meeting. So you don't have to be there yet, but hopefully something resonates, makes somebody curious about life on the other side. There will be plenty of more conversations about life before and life after, life during. But yeah, that's good feedback.
Absolutely.
Don't want to exclude anyone.
Wish us well on the 5K tomorrow. We will not, in all caps, be reporting any race times.
Oh, what if you win? What if you
I'm not going to win. I'm absolutely not. Don't even.
Are there participation trophies?
Probably. There are different categories where we could have won awards, but we're just way too busy right now. It was craziest hair, coolest group,
Costume type thing. Yeah.
There was something else besides the hair. We don't even know what time we're supposed to be there, so that's something I'm going to go look up when we head to bed. But maybe I'll look up those other categories and come up with some brilliant idea. Oh. I could shave one line down everyone's hair tomorrow morning real quick. That would certainly win the craziest hair. Maybe not yours, because I could do yours in your sleep. I'm not going to do it. Anyway, we could do that, because they all need haircuts anyway. Food
to
for
be
thought.
Continued. All right.
Good night.
Good night.